felt like that was, it reminded me of Total Recall. I thought he was like our friend from the future or something, giving us instructions on this box of equipment. Here we go. Here's the D Megafire. You gotta do this.
Don't
operate
believe any of the lies that they're
always
telling
extract the disc and use the adapter. Don't remove it too soon. Whatever you do, don't press the blue button until you're ready.
Ready for what? Who am I?
That's what it reminded me of.
I like the acoustics in here.
I don't know what to do.
The pressure in my head. I don't know what to do. That's what he says every day. His first words when he wakes up in the morning. He hops up out of bed and he goes, I don't know what to do. I want to go on vacation with my wife. The Martians.
And speak. What does he speak?
Austrian?
Austrian.
I thought it was a trick question. Well, boss, how are you?
I'm good. I'm gonna play
that
some
shit down.
GOT while we
Yeah.
speak of it.
Well, hello and welcome
Hello
to...
there.
I almost said Grand Theft Auto for some
Whoa!
reason. Grand Theft Auto with
Where's
StS.
my car?
Game of Thrones. I
As he pulls a gun out on me.
just start beating you up. I steal a bus and drive off. I think because you said GOT, I had some kind of dyslexic moment and I said GTA. But, those aren't notes. That's a grocery list. But man, oh man.
Yeah.
Welcome to Game of Thrones chat with
Discussing
STS.
too.
Yes.
Oxnard is on a secret mission.
Yes, we can't talk about it. I don't even... Do you know what it is?
Something.
Did you send him on the mission?
Something to do with border disputes and
In the hinterlands.
Tylenol.
If I remember correctly. Right.
Tylenol. That's what he said.
Interesting.
Apparently, there's a shortage.
Oh, I thought it stood for something.
Oh, I don't know.
To yarn. How do you spell Tylenol?
Lennox.
Lennox. Ostriches. Nethers.
Maybe.
I'm missing some letters.
It's one of those acronyms.
Acronomins. So it's just going to be Boss and Dexter hanging out, talking about this episode. This is another good episode of
Was it
Game
good?
of Thrones.
I
I
guess it
loved
was
it.
good.
You didn't like it?
Well, the main scene was not my...
The battle scene?
Yeah, not my cup of tea.
See, now I thought this is some Euron improvement. Because Euron was pretty crazy. See, I think the first shot that we ever should have seen Euron Greyjoy is him falling down on this collapsible ladder thing onto another ship, screaming, and then just murder somebody. Like, that's our introduction to this character.
Yeah.
That would have been good. Like, at the Kingsmoot, they're like, and what about Euron? Where is he? Cut to, you know, and then he's like, oh, he's on his way.
Yeah.
Even though he was already there because he killed Valar.
Could have made
so that
anybody
wouldn't
look
work,
cool in that scene. Doesn't make me like him
they didn't make
more.
Theon look very cool, did they?
Well,
because he literally jumped ship.
Yeah. Pretty
when
sad.
he's watching his sister, Euron's got his sister,
Osha.
Yara there.
Oh, Yara, you're right.
In the show. And he's like, yeah, come and get her. Very bad impersonation of Euron there.
You remember
and he
was
jumped.
dickless.
He became Reek again.
But the thing is, he was fighting before that. I was like, wow, he could fight before that. He was doing fine.
There must have been something, because Euron, I guess, looks somewhat like
Ramsay.
They have a similar cut of their jib. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that took him out of the moment.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still recording. I think that took him out of the moment when he saw his sister there, and he's threatening, and threatening her, threatening him, and then that's when he's like, "Oh wait, hold on a second,
I could see that.
I can't do this shit."
All right, first scene is Daenerys and her, I guess, council of leader people.
Yeah, fine group of ladies, and Varys, and Tyrion,
and Grey Worms.
Grey Worm, that's right. But I was surprised that old lady Tyrell was there. Were you? For some reason, I was like, oh, she's there.
I don't know. I guess not that much. Because they did the intro with her and the dealings going on with Varys and the Dornish lady. What's her name?
The Dornish? Oh, yeah, with the Paramour. I can't remember her name. I always forget her name.
With Paramour.
Paramour.
I wonder who made these little sculptures they have already. The dragon and the lion.
Well, how old are they?
They've been there? They had a dragon, like, in the cupboard?
We've seen this room when Stannis is there. In the cupboard.
Did they have little
Go to the
pieces,
cupboard.
though?
Fetch me my map decorations.
They just have pieces to come with the castle?
I think so. Well,
pretty cool.
Somebody made them.
Does she have 3 dragons already? I want to know who did that. Some talent.
I wonder how many dragons come with the set.
I want to know how long it took, too.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, this might have already been there, because this was the original Targaryen stronghold. This is where the Targaryens attacked the other kingdoms. When they first came from Valyria after the Doom, the original Targaryens, the original trio, what's his name, and his sister wives,
Aegon.
They lived here.
Yeah.
And so that's why this is like somewhat of a homecoming for her. Also, she was born here, but it's a real...
But nobody's taken...
Place is a real downer.
Nobody's taken those little pieces with them when they left.
It's like a souvenir.
Yeah.
I'll always remember you, Dragonstone.
And like if you were a leader and you were going to your new castle island, would you think about bringing the pieces with you? Like, oh wait, we need that craftsman to get us some lions and dragons and keeps for the board so we can plan our attack.
I thought it was like a souvenir, like they're stealing shampoos. That's not Sands. It's a fortress.
Sands? What's Sands?
The time of my life, and I owe it all to you. That's the resorts. Sands. Wait, is it Sandals?
Sandals.
Sands is a casino.
No, the song you're doing isn't...
What's the song?
Isn't Sandals.
That
Sandals? Song doesn't go to Sandals.
That was for a resort, though. Bailey's? What's the one for Sandals?
It's not Bailey's, it's Bally's.
Bailey's is the Irish cream.
Yes! Oh my god, it's insanity.
Irish cream.
I feel like that's Mount Airy Lodge or something. No, it's beautiful Mount Airy Lodge.
No way. It's a beach thing.
I know. I don't know what it goes to, but I know it's not Sandals. I don't think. I might be wrong. Look this up, people.
We're not going to look it up. You look this garbage up. But I like the scene. This whole opening thing when they're in Dragonstone, I thought was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Because I loved just the idea of the people sitting around planning how are they going to attack, how are they going to take Westeros, all the different thinking that has to go into it, who might be on our side and why, who can we convince maybe to come over to us, can we even take it without shedding much blood, all this stuff. And then basically I love the confrontation with Daenerys and Varys. So that was fucking awesome. Because Varys was like, yeah, that's right. This is what I believe in. I don't give a shit. You want to kill me because of it? Then go ahead. That's your fucking answer. He nailed it.
He kind of looked worried at first. Like, what can I pull out of my ass here?
I don't think he pulled anything out of his ass, though. I think he's more like, is this bitch really asking me this? Doy.
I didn't think so. I thought he was, like, nervous.
Yeah?
Yeah. And she seems more crazy now.
Well, see, that's the thing, because...
She's gotten crazier, I think.
I think she has.
That was the point of this.
She's getting a little crazier with age, and... I mean, also, she's a queen. And she's got 3 dragons. I think that'll make anybody a little bit crazy, because power's going to go to your head.
Yeah.
But craziness runs in her family. I think that's what everybody's afraid of. Wasn't there a scene with Tyrion and Daenerys a season or 2 ago where they basically talk about this?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he's like, your dad was a fucking crazy person.
Like, that's something that he would say, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, talking like her dad would.
But yeah, he's like, fine, behead me or feed me to your dragons, but yes, you're exactly right. This is what I believe. But then he gets all Pokemon trainer on her, and he's like, Daenerys, I choose you. Mm-hmm. Gotta rule 'em all, Game of Thrones.
She looks very elven in this scene.
It's the hair, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the braids.
The braids.
Yeah. But I thought that was fucking awesome, that whole thing. But then they have this scene, and they're going on and on about everything, and people are giving her advice, and she's like, yes, this is the plan of action we should take. And then she's like, old lady Tyrell, what do you think? You're a dragon. Don't listen to anything.
Don't be a sheep.
Do whatever the heck you want.
Be a dragon. Do what dragons do. Where am I?
My soup is cold. Well, yeah, so she's like, basically, I never listened to anybody, and I've outlived everyone. So knock back an Appletini and go nuts, baby.
Right, yeah.
I thought that was kind of stupid.
She didn't like their advice was like, you can't be queen of the ashes. You have to be queen of something. Don't destroy everything. And old Lady Tyrell was like, fuck that. Burn it down. That's what she was like. She hates the world now. Her fucking kids are dead.
That's why she's saying that, because
she's half gone now.
She's lost everything.
Yeah, she's the worst person to get advice from.
Why?
She's like drinking in the corner. What do you think? Everybody else leave. I want advice from her.
Nothing matters.
What'd you say? What? Huh?
What? You asking me? None of it matters. It's all bullshit.
I tell you,
it's all bullshit. I outlived everybody.
When I
lost my whole family and everything that I cared about.
When I was, it was okay.
You're a dragon.
Yeah.
Rawr.
Anybody got any dragon? I'm hungry.
Has anyone tasted it? Is it good? It's like snake. And then she's looking at the sand snake girl. Lady winking.
Yeah, this is not a good idea taking advice from her.
Oh my god. I'm forgetting why we even wanted her here.
And she's like, yeah, you're right. I'm a fucking dragon. Now she's going to burn everything down.
But basically, I liked the plan that they come up with, which is... at first it sounds like, oh, well, they're going to invite the Dornish and Lady Tyrell here so that they can just go and attack. All right, thanks for coming. Here. You have all your people get slaughtered at King's Landing.
Right, exactly.
But then they're like, fuck that. Why am I going to agree to this? And then Tyrion's like, well, we're going to take all the Unsullied, and we don't want to prove everybody right about foreigners invading. And so guess where they're going? The old Casterly Rock, my home.
And he's like, nobody's guarding it. Yeah. It's okay. We'll just walk right in. They'll sacrifice their armies for us.
They'll just let me in. I'll trick them.
They don't even know I'm not in good relations with my family.
They have no idea what's going on up there. Yeah. They're clueless.
They don't get the
They're
paper.
Idiots. They think I'm Tywin Lannister.
Yeah.
Have they seen Tywin Lannister? Do they know the difference? Yeah, but basically then they're like, oh, all right, I respect that. You're going to take down your own house. So I thought that was pretty cool. I like that plan. We'll see how that goes. So that means we're going to see Casterly Rock, I guess, finally. Because that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we've never seen it. Yeah. We just heard of it.
I was just imagining this as just like a big lump of gold.
That's funny.
So we'll get to see what that looks like. And then the Red Priestess shows up. It's just a big golden nugget. And then... I thought that was cool. See, here we go. Because last time we were talking about time and how much time has passed because Jon is going to send Tormund to Eastwatch by the bay or by the sea because that's where they last saw the Night King at Hardhome, and that's the closest Night's Watch castle to Hardhome, so that's why they're doing that. But I was saying, well, that was like forever ago, wasn't it? And why would they be anywhere near... You can't assume they're going to be anywhere near there now. And now, the Red Priestess has just shown up in Dragonstone from fucking Winterfell. You know how long of a trip that is?
Yeah, I guess that's pretty
Now, she's got Red Priestess magic, but still, that's at least 1,000 miles, isn't it? Because that's all the way down in the southeast corner.
Yeah.
I mean, above Dorne, but like... And isn't it parallel to King's Landing,
it's by
Dragonstone,
the Reach, I think.
Right?
Sort of. It's by the Reach, so it's below the.
It's like King's Landing,
below the Riverlands,
and then below the Riverlands, right? And isn't it like?
Maybe she found a boat. She banged a pirate.
I have to look at a map.
Maybe she changed into a bird and flew.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe she had some kind of magic, but
old lady.
But the other thing I was thinking was like, wow, like at least 2 weeks have passed here, at least. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or maybe she's a faceless person in disguise.
Well, she's got an old
face,
that's for sure.
Lady Tyrell.
Oh, look over there, dearie. Lady Tyrell, where'd you go?
Fire and blood.
And then they had that stupid translation. I thought this was a little lame. the translation of Azor Ahai or Ahai or whatever. Azor Ahai. That sounds
it's actually means princess too.
It could be prince or princess.
Yeah, it's a transgender royal.
Throw that in at the end.
Means anybody with the flaming sword.
Right. That seemed too convenient all of a sudden. I don't know. It just seemed like...
Let's throw this in.
Oh, shit.
There's kind of a loophole here. Yeah. Wait, translations. We could change it to whatever we want.
I don't know. That kind of struck me as stupid.
My queen, it actually means someone with blonde hair, blue eyes, and 3 dragons, and...
Right, but her eyebrows are still dark.
Yeah.
And, but she's totally hot.
Whatever else you want to throw in there.
And,
it's loose, very loose translation.
Older knights really pine after her. But, I mean, it sounds like it could be you. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But then she's spared.
Yes.
And so she's going to be part of this party, it seems.
Everybody's going along with this group here.
Everybody.
There's a lot of councils going on.
Yeah, because then the cut to Jon Snow is getting a letter saying he's got to go bend the knee.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll go. Because Dragonstone, Dragon Glass.
That's right.
Know what I'm saying?
Yep. He wants some of that shite.
And then Sansa's like, don't go. And he's like, oh, gotta go. We need that glass.
Yep.
We gotta mine it. It's a weapons.
It's more valuable than gold is.
It's true. More valuable. And then Sansa's in charge while he's gone.
Mm-hmm. That's
me
mistake. And then Littlefinger gave a smirk at that.
Yeah, did you see that?
Ooh, you're in charge now. Ooh.
And he's like, all right, here's me
Time
chance.
to make mischief.
Ooh, that's a good Littlefinger. That's what Littlefinger should sound
Yeah.
like.
Like plotting. Ooh, I'll plot something.
I think I'll take advantage of this situation. And Jon Snow's like, if you don't leave here, my sister, I'll fucking kill you.
Don't talk to me in the fucking catacombs, you creep.
You don't belong down there.
Uh-huh.
I can understand.
I knew you were here the whole time.
He was just saying that. He was totally surprised.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's there?
it's Gandalf.
Ghost? A ghost?
It's just you. I can barely understand anything Jon Snow says anymore. I'm going down
That's a political move.
You think so?
Whenever he says something you don't like, he's like, no, that's not what I said.
That's true.
Misheard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, exactly. That's clever. Just mumble everything.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, back 2 weeks ago, you said blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, it's like, no. I didn't say that. I said, perfect.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
So now we're at the capital.
Yes.
Where Cersei's talking to the lords like, hey, y'all best get in line. Come charging out here.
We're fixing for war.
Yeah.
Lord Tarly's there.
Yep.
Everybody's like... Apparently, the only reason anybody showed up is because Lord Tarly was like,
really?
all right, let's go. Yeah, I think Jaime mentions that. Or unless he's just trying to flatter him, but it's probably true. Because Jaime's basically like, all right, I have to do this now, the legwork here.
Right.
And get everybody to actually sign on to this shit. Because my sister won't listen to reason, and she thinks we can... well, I guess she technically did listen to reason here because she did invite other people, but it's still not enough. And he's like, I want Jaime's to... What's his name? Lord...
Just call him.
Tarly?
Yeah, Lord Tarly.
He's like, I need you. You're the number one guy.
Yeah, you're
I
not
want you
number
to be
one.
my general.
You're the best. I've seen you doing that thing.
Shaking that ass. But
I see you, Tarly.
But I think he's basically... Tarly's like...
Just don't mention his Valyrian sword.
Oh, God, he's very sore about it. Oh, man, that was hilarious when he's like, so Jaime, I think you know my son. Yeah, what's it, Stan, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah,
He's like, no, it's, whatever, he says.
Nothing like Stan.
It's Kevin. And he's like, yes, that's it. I like what his reaction...
I don't even remember it. I'm that Forgetful.
Yeah. Okay, you're so handsome. Can I touch your hair? But yeah, he's basically, I love Jaime's like, guy tells him his name, and he goes, yes, that's it. Anyway.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's right. Good for you. And he's like, a word, Lord Tarly. And basically he's like, you got to choose between old lady Tyrell, who you've known your whole life, or us, who you don't like.
And he's a loyal soldier, so he's going to follow.
You think so?
That's what he said, basically.
Yeah, but you think he's actually going to do it?
He's like, how dare you question me? I'm a fucking Tarly.
He is, if anything, that guy's definitely like a by-the-book.
No, yeah, he'll
he's
fall
like
in
Stannis.
line.
Like, they're so by-the-book, they're borderline evil.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
That's why Davos lost the ends of his fingers, because Stannis is so just, quote-unquote, that because Davos saved Stannis...
He could be lawful evil,
but he was a smuggler, so he chopped his
fingers. Because he has
fingers.
no moral code, he's lawful.
Isn't that the moral code, though?
I guess so.
Can you be lawful
but
evil?
He doesn't. He follows the law whether it's good or bad. Whether he's fucking over the Tyrells, he doesn't care.
There's no interpretation of the law. It's just absolute. It's very black and white.
I'm a soldier.
Is there lawful black and white?
Kill those babies, Mr. Tarly. Sure. That's my job. Follow orders.
Just having babies.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I know what you mean. There's no thought process. Yeah, like you said, there is no code. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I think maybe
people are like,
code,
what are you saying?
Maybe code does apply to the lawfulness, but morals apply to the good or evil.
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting. But I don't know what he's going to do, because Tarly doesn't like the Lannisters at all. He hates Cersei. He clearly doesn't really like Jaime that much. I don't think he likes anything. We definitely know he doesn't like Sam.
He likes brooding. And
yes.
being upset about things. So that's why he'll fall in line, because he doesn't want to be happy about it.
Oh, that's true. Excellent point.
I need to be angry and hate everything. I'll follow her, that cunt.
Yeah. Very insightful. I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to like it. And I'm going to like it, I'm not going to like it. You motherfucker.
Yeah.
Speaking of not liking things, Sam Tarly.
Oh, first let's talk about this thing.
Oh, the dragons? All right.
The ballista was made.
Ooh.
It was invented, baby.
They've worked.
Did they have this before? I feel like they would have. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have catapults.
That's why. Was it a special arrow?
I guess it was just.
Because I was like,
made a really good one.
What are they working on day and night?
Dragons.
Because they must have had these kind of weapons.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe not as good. Maybe not the kind that goes through dragon skulls.
Now think about it, because I was like, this dragon skull is going to be... I was waiting for it to explode upon impact.
Oh, I wasn't.
I was. Yeah. And it was just like right into the eye
that's how
cavity.
Fast it's going. It could...
But I was like, wow, that's how strong dragons' skeletons are.
Yeah.
Even super old ones, like 300-year-old ones.
Yep.
Now, that was also exciting to see the size of that skeleton.
Yes.
I thought the whole thing was chilling. Because they're walking down there and you see the little tiny baby one, and they've talked about it before in the show, about how, dragons. You know the size of the last dragon that Targaryens had? It was like a cat.
Yeah.
And then you go and you see, what is it, Balerion the Dread or whatever? The thing is fucking insane. It's terrifying. And it was just like, wow, this is going to be fucking awesome.
Nobody goes down in this dungeon with all the dragon skeletons. Wouldn't you? I'd be like doing tours, man, making some money. People dying to go down there.
From, like the tours of the White House or something?
Now, here in this corner, we have Valerian the Black Dread. No, behind the red tape, please.
Yes, no touching.
No touching.
I'll
get touch that ballista, please. It's armed.
We'll get the Gregor zombie down here.
Yeah.
That scene. Oh, it wasn't the opening scene, I guess.
Nah, we talked about it.
It doesn't
anyway.
matter. Whatever.
Sir Jorah.
Sir Jorah.
Yeah, he looks like
Stone Man.
when you drop stuff below the grill grates and it sits there for months. That's like his skin.
Yeah. He looked like a stove that needed to be cleaned.
Yeah.
Gross, or like a grill that needed a good brushing.
Yes.
Okay, first of all,
Ugh.
why is Sam involved in the most cringe-worthy shots so far this season? First, you have the epic montage of him, of like how much fake poop and
it's not
diarrhea.
fake. It's not in the budget. Fake
Actually,
poop.
turns out the actor made all that himself.
Fake poop's not in the budget.
Not in the budget.
I'm
going to take a shit in every one of these fucking
since season
chambers.
1. Practical effects.
Oh, God. Oh, wait, they've been working on building that shit up since season 1? Oh, Lord.
Haven't you read that article?
Oh, no.
Everybody read that.
Poop
Game
Monthly?
of Poops, it's called.
That's what was that Neil Marshall? He's like, I'm going to eat all the most disgusting food I can, and I'm going to take a shit in every one of these fucking chamber pots. You know why? Because there's not the fucking budget to make fake poop.
Mr. Marshall, I found a sculptor, and he made this
Get that
perfect
fucking
shit
shit
replica.
out of here.
$50 a pound.
That's too fucking much, you fucking cunt. Or you fucking kidding me right now? I'll sort you out, you fucking cunt.
And a little Mountain Dew puts the color perfect.
Why is this fucking twat still here talking to me?
Oh, he's pissing on my face!
I told you I'd sort you out, you fucking cunt. Okay.
Yeah, Neil Marshall.
Oh my God, he just wants to take a shit in those chamber pots himself.
Yeah, I mean, if he got the poops and the piss, you might as well just use it.
That's what I fucking said. I make it every fucking day.
And then it'll be easier for him to act well when he's doing that montage.
Right. Now
Like, oh God, it's awful. Yeah, record that.
You're gonna fucking throw up when you smell my fucking piece
I didn't even start yet. This is disgusting.
That's right, it is, you fucking cunts.
Use it. Samwell.
Why aren't you more grossed out by me? Oh, man. Even though I don't think Neil Marshall had anything to do with this episode. I like to imagine that he's somewhere on set yelling at people. I bet he's like a really nice guy in real life. And he's listening to this now. And he's going, these fucking cunts, I'm going to sort them out right now, you fucking twat.
He wishes he was like that.
Probably. I wish I was like that. What would the American version of that be? You're a fucking twat. I don't know. That doesn't sound like... that's Michael Bay. I heard Michael Bay is a real bitch on the set.
I bet he is.
No, yeah. It's not magic hour yet. The lighting isn't perfect. You suck. Then Mark Wahlberg goes crying into his trailer on the set of Transformers 15. Anyway, what else happened?
Sir Jorah.
Oh, Sir Jorah. Oh, my God. That scene was insane.
Yes.
The
was,
fast
I gotta
slicing.
Say, it's my favorite scene of the episode.
Was it?
Yes.
All right. You go into it. Tell us what happened, and why is this your favorite scene?
I was thinking about... Well, here's what happened when I was watching. When the scene was happening, I was like, oh, man, this is gross. I was like, oh, there's, like, goo under it.
Yeah.
And then he was getting he got a lot off real quick, actually. Pulled a good amount off his chest.
He did. I can't believe Jorah didn't scream. I can't believe he pulled that off.
He was like, oh!
I would have been like...
He did a good job. It looked like he was in excruciating pain.
Yes,
so.
the Emmy for pain goes to...
So then the scene ended, and I was like, oh, kind of wanted to see a little more. And then I thought about it. I was like, wait, why would I want to see more of that? And I was like, then I figured it out. I was like, oh, because it's kind of satisfying. It's like if you see somebody with like a huge zit that's ready to pop.
Oh, do you watch those things?
No.
Because people watch that. There's like things online about like people watch pimples
like
pop because there's something that's disgusting. I don't even want to talk about it.
But it's annoying if you see that in person.
No, yeah. Well, yeah.
You don't want to see that. You want to be like, hey, get rid of that. And this was like the largest scale version of that ever. Like, oh, I gotta get all this off. Oh God, just get it off.
See,
that's what I was thinking. It was like pleasing. OCD pleasing.
It was more like
it's like finish.
Yeah,
finish. Get it all
like
off.
when somebody they have that plastic when you get like a new phone or electronic device and you have that plastic you got to peel off.
Yes.
Was it like that? Like peeling that plastic
off? I guess.
Off?
It was just. I think the most of it was about that he wasn't done yet. I wanted to see it done.
See, I don't think he's gonna peel all of it off. Is he?
Yes.
What?
Remove the affected tissue or the affected tissue.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All of it.
Really?
Yes. That's why I guess that's why the Archmaester was like, no, he's too far gone, because you don't want to do that to somebody.
Oh, he does say you should have cut your hand off as soon as you noticed or something, or your arm off. Oh, man, I thought there was some other trick to it.
No.
I thought he was taking a sample.
Oh, no. You take it off.
Yeah.
You gotta cut it off, and then you put, a medicine on it.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. All right.
That's what he said.
I also thought it was funny, though, that the Archmaester's like, yes, I'm familiar with these studies. I do know what happened. He died of grayscale.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah. Well, maybe he's wearing gloves.
Yeah, well...
Also, I think for him,
Jorah's spitting all over him.
What is he? I am screaming.
I think, after a while, I feel like he'll just pass out from pain.
He's got to. Well,
I know.
Or unless he's so fucking
badass.
badass.
The rest of that will be kind of easy for him. Like, I just got to slice the rest of this off.
It was, hilarious, but also made me cringe because...
Yeah, that was awful.
It was really funny, though. I'll say this. The guy, I don't remember the actor's name, but the actor that's playing Sam was knocking it out of the park this season so far because he's making me laugh really hard with a lot of this stuff. Because that montage when, one of my favorite shots is when he's sitting there and he's just cleaning. It's the end of that montage from the first episode, and there's just a pause, and then, a long pause, and then he goes, again, out of nowhere, and then he's like, it was so funny, and then in this one he's like, all right, please don't scream, blah, 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 and then they're going through, and then... He starts doing it, and it's okay, and then he sees him, and then he just keeps speeding up, and he's like, I don't know, there's something hilarious about it to me, but it was so hard to watch. Yes. And then, the best transition in the series so far.
Oh, yes!
Oh,
man, that was outstanding! That was the best transition, maybe the best transition I've ever seen. That was
fantastic. Totally got me. Because I was like, whoa! And then I was like, what?
It sort of got me. When they cut to it, I was like, that doesn't look like what was just happening.
Wait a minute.
And then you saw,
It was fantastic.
That was great, yes. Into the hot pie.
That was hilarious.
It was wonderful.
Yeah,
Very
and
good.
then surprise.
Never thought of that as a sick man. I love it.
That honestly, yeah. I wonder who directed this episode.
It's like this, this stagehand. Hey, I got an idea.
He's just shouting, how about we transition so that it
gotta
looks
use
like a pie?
This hot pie.
Who the fuck said that? Because you're a fucking genius, mate.
You're buying a bloody hot pie.
You're gonna get fucking grayscale, and then you're gonna get it fucking cut off. I'll cut your fucking dick off. Mm-hmm. Whoever thought I was a fucking genius, but I'm still gonna sort you out, mate.
I guess we can gloss over this other scene here. First mention what we were going to mention.
Well, I was going to say that transition goes right into Arya at the old inn where Hot Pie works. Because she's making her way down King's Landing, and then she sees Hot Pie, who somehow got even fatter, that kid.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Nice.
But it was good to see him. And it's funny because...
Winter's coming, gotta bundle up.
That's true. I would try and get fat if I lived up north. Wouldn't you? Makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Plump up. Uh-huh. Let the hair grow. Don't shave a thing.
Oh, God.
Go crazy, man. You gotta be warm. But, it's funny because in the first episode we talked about the soldiers from King's Landing sitting around the campfire, and the one reminded us of Hot Pie. Mm-hmm. And then this episode we see Hot Pie, and it just keeps pushing her to going home.
Yes.
And then she gets the news that Jon Snow is now King of the North. And she's definitely like, I'm heading back up. And she hits the road. And then while she's on there, she's sitting around the campfire, and Horse is getting spooked. And she sees Nymeria come up with her wolf pack. Now what's cool about this is that in the book, they all kind of warg. I'm not going to go into this again. Uh-huh. But they all do that, what Bran does. And she'll have dreams when she's training over in the House of the Undead or Undying or whatever. And she has these dreams that she's a part of some big wolf pack. Uh-huh. And it's so real that she can taste the blood if they're going on a hunt. And basically it's like Nymeria leading this huge wolf pack. And they're going and they're killing soldiers and they're doing all this awesome stuff. Yeah. And now she comes across... the wolf, and she's like, oh, you're not, or whatever. I can't remember what she says, but apparently that line that she says, oh, that's not you anymore, or something, or that's not you. That's a nod to something that Ned, when she sees a picture of Ned Stark, in like the first season. I don't know. I can't remember what the context was, but I saw a thing after the episode, and the two show creators are talking about that scene, and they're like, and about like how it's a growth for her and the connection that they have, and then it's a nod to something that happened with her and Ned from the first season, blah blah blah, and then she's like, definitely going home. Now the wait is, is she gonna make it there? And what's that? John's not gonna fucking be there now because he's gonna be in fucking Dragonstone, and she's gonna see Sansa.
Yep. Oh, this is a good part.
So
hold on though. Do you think she's going to reunite with Nymeria and have Nymeria as a?
No,
me neither.
I think that's what that scene was.
I think it was just kind of like, hey, this is fun.
Yeah,
but it's not gonna happen. Yeah. It's on the budget.
And I think it's kind of like her, like they've both grown up, and they're not anything like what they were. Like when they were puppies. They were both puppies, essentially, then, if you think about it that way.
Yeah.
And now she's grown up, and she's got her own pack.
Yeah, she's got her own life. Thing. Yeah. She's the king of the wolves.
Go ahead. And then, and now she's going home, and then you cut to the scene.
Yeah, the plucking scene.
What is the plucking?
Plucking? Because he's got nothing there. You just pluck it. There's nothing there.
Doink, doink, doink. So wait, is there a string?
There's a hole. Pluck the hole.
Pluck it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Haven't
disgusting.
you ever been with a eunuch?
Oh, you know what? That's right. I forgot that time. It was with the eunuch in Munich. Yeah, this was interesting. I swear. And so Missandei and Grey Worm is going out to Casterly Rock, because we talked about that plan before, and Missandei's like, you didn't say goodbye to me.
No, you must not leave.
You are my weakness.
We must bang. Yeah.
You are my
There's
weakness.
a whole speech about
Grey Worm,
weak.
always bravest.
Me
you
not
my
have weakness. Grey Worm.
And then, all the ladies were like melting, a lot of people watching that. And I was definitely like, this is fucking bait.
I was like, this is awful.
Yeah. But, what wasn't awful was...
Sandy's not awful. She's fucking hot.
She's gorgeous. And then I was afraid / curious to see if they were going to show us what Grey Worm looks like as a eunuch.
I thought for a second they might too.
I was like, I don't want to see this, but I do want to see it.
There's nothing to see though.
But that's what I want to see. I want to know that there's nothing to see. Because how does he take a piss? They both have... Oh yeah, I forgot. You pluck the hole. I forgot.
Kind of spatters out.
Then, ugh. Then the other really interesting thing about the scene was when he goes down on her.
Well, there's nothing else to do.
No, but I was like, in real life, was he eating her out for real? Because it looked pretty real.
Maybe
they're going out.
Maybe there's a towel in between.
Well, why even bother? Why even bother? Boy, oh boy.
There was no insertion going on.
Because that made me...
fingers.
His tongue, I guess.
Other than that. Yeah. But I mean, dick...
He was plucking something. No.
There's no dick, people.
No, but I'm saying in that
scene... I know
that
there's some of you who thought there would be a dick involved. No.
See, now here's what I was wondering. Because she kind of made a face when she looked like, and I was like, wait, is there something actually there? And I thought it would have been hilarious
if grow back?
It turns out he's actually got a huge dick. And secret,
surprise,
they never actually got me.
They ran out of cutting instruments.
They ran out of things. What do they dispose of it every time? Well, we have to be sanitary. We can't keep using the same blade on each one. Oh my god. So I was waiting for that. I was like, surprise, huge dick. Or I was waiting for, interesting, like there's something here that we can work with. Guess what?
No.
You're in business. Or it was like, wow, you're a Ken doll.
It would be funny if there was this wooden thing sticking out of a hole. I use this instead.
I wear like a peg leg, peg penis. I have peg dick.
Prosthetic.
Peg prick. It's hilarious. And then, but it really looked like he was eating her out. I don't know about what you thought.
Maybe
I was like, wow. These actors are really doing this. This is really happening.
Good acting.
And then I was like, does that porn then?
Basically is.
And then I started thinking about, I was like, what is the percentage of scenes, like of a sex scene, where the actors are actually having sex, but we're not seeing it. You know what I mean?
Most.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, it just cuts. Right?
No, but I'm saying, so, like, in a sex scene in the show, you think that they're, like, actually having sex.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
What is the percentage of scenes where the actors are, in real life, fornicating on
Almost
camera?
None.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Because they're in front of so many people.
So what? They're actors?
Even if they were in a relationship, it's like, I don't want to do this.
I know. I don't know, though. That's crazy. Yeah, but if you're
the lighting guy's like...
But if you're a method actor, then, you're really... That's like, what if, like, one person's like a Daniel Day-Lewis?
You know both people like have to be a
no,
method
I'm not
actor,
doing the fucking scene unless we're actually
okay.
fucking. Yeah, that's just rape, then.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Anyway. But yeah, that was interesting. And, what else we got? I don't know.
Hold on, let's watch this sweet scene again.
Oh,
with
here
the
we
knife
are.
and the grayscale cutting off.
Let me get some, just let this run. I want to risk pausing it and starting it again. It's recording, right?
Yeah. Let's watch this juiciest scene of the episode.
God.
Oh man, it's behind his neck. I don't know if that would hurt.
It's everywhere.
I don't know. What do you think? I think the nipple would hurt a lot. The arm. I feel like there's a lot of nerves on the arm. I don't think shoulders would be that bad on top of the shoulders. I don't know. After a while, though, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But he's taking off like a lot of flesh.
Stomach is going to be bad.
That is like thick.
Stomach is going to be a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's surprising is that he really digs in.
Yes.
Oh. I wonder what...
And he's not going to do it deep enough some places, and he's going to have to cut it again.
The effects were really good on this scene, too.
Yes, it was.
The practical effects were amazing. The makeup and everything.
Don't look, Sir Jorah.
Oh, there's no way I'd be able to look.
No way. Oh, that face he made. Oh.
And he gets so sloppy.
We'll start appealing. You got to go with it.
He does get a pretty big slice.
He does. He did a good job.
That is good.
Yeah, this is not something where you take your time. You got to it's like a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
A really bad, long Band-Aid.
Oh, man. That was hilarious.
You know what's great about the transition was like the shadow. It was really dark looking still, that pot pie.
Oh. That was so funny. Man. What else happened in this episode? Oh, of course.
Sam told Jon about...
The Dragonstone.
Oh, yeah, Dragonstone
dragon
being...
glass.
Dragon glass,
yeah.
right. Yeah.
And that's why Jon's like...
I got this message from Samwell telling me about us. I got another message from Daenerys telling me I better show up.
And then, and
what a coincidence.
It was clever of Tyrion to write that message in the way that he did. Because
he left out bending
used a
the knee,
line.
right?
Well, I think he did.
Yeah.
But he also, so that Jon Snow would know that it was authentic and it was from Tyrion.
Yeah.
He used that line when they had that, because they had a conversation. They did have a connection.
Yeah.
And Tyrion mentions that early on. I thought that was a really cool scene, too, when they were talking about Jon Snow. I was like, I don't know why, I really love, like, watching them talk about somebody else in the show like this. I don't know, there was something about it that was really cool.
It's going to be funny, because he's going to get to Dragonstone. It's going to be like a great little meeting, having a great time and everything. Yeah, let's get to Dragonglass.
Well, then we should have sex, even though you're my
aunt. And at the
aunt.
end, she's like, oh, wait a second. Bend the knee. Wait, what?
I don't bend my
knee.
fucking knee for anybody.
You better fucking bend the knee, Jon.
I will burn you.
Basically. And he's just going to throw that in. He's going to be like, wait, huh? You read my note, didn't you?
Didn't you, Jon? My God, Daenerys, you're so annoying. Didn't you read my note? Ew.
Basically, that's what's going to happen.
Tyrion, you didn't read it. And then we talked about the crypt where Littlefinger's oh, hello, how are you?
What are you with that whole time? You didn't scare me at all.
I love your sister.
I love her.
That's not creepy to say.
I love
right?
your sister just as I loved her mother.
That's not. Why would you say that to some guy?
Yeah. I guess he's like, it's okay to say that because he knows that she didn't like you very much, did she? Ooh. And then, I guess, like, they have some bond. But then, what's interesting is, what I like about Jon Snow so far in this season is that he is becoming Ned. Like, the one person that became Ned was Ned's nephew, it turns out.
Right.
Or what everyone else would think is his bastard, because Littlefinger says something. I can't remember what he says, but when they're outside one of Littlefinger's whorehouses in the first season, he's talking to Ned, and he says something like crosses the line. I don't know if it was about Catelyn Stark or something, but Ned like slams him against the wall and is just grabbing him by the throat.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, you're a funny little man," you know. And he's like, "I'm gonna fucking." What happened there?
I don't know.
Is that bothering you?
I don't know what it was.
Anyway. Okay. I think it was cork from the... This is breaking. Do you see this? I think it was a piece of cork.
Dexter's breaking my cork
coasters. No. False! No, anyway, so he basically does... Jon Snow basically does the same thing that Ned did to Littlefinger, but now in the crypt.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny. What is Matt?
I was just curious how long we were recording. 50 minutes, that's fine.
Oh, okay. We're almost done, I think. And then, but now he's leaving, and then he's walking away, and Littlefinger's like, now I'm going to use this to take advantage of Sansa.
Yeah.
Sansa, I love you. I love you like I loved your mother. Isn't that creepy of me? Ooh la la.
Bye. I won't fuck your sister. What? Oh, I said I won't. Bye.
What I was thinking too was, wouldn't Jon have told Sansa what happened? If I was Jon Snow, I would have been like, all right, I'm leaving. I'll see you later. I'll send a raven when I get there, or whatever kind of thing, and then just give like a nice goodbye. But I would say, by the way, I was down in the crypt. Mm-hmm. Checking out Dad's grave, and Littlefinger comes up to me and he's telling me he's in love with you, that he loved your mother, and all this kind of business. And so, definitely keep a sharp eye on this character. And I would tell whoever the master at arms is at this place, or somebody, whomever, keep a fucking eye on this guy, or tell him to get lost. Who cares that he saved your ass? It's done. Thanks. Bon voyage.
Yep.
Let me escort you
tell Lady Mormont
to the border.
Hey, Lady Mormont, keep an eye on Littlefinger for me.
Although they do, I think, doesn't he exchange like a kind of glance with Brienne?
I don't think so.
Of Tarth? Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
But Brienne is there to protect Sansa.
Yeah,
so she'll be all right.
But, she doesn't protect anybody.
Brienne is the ultimate cock block.
They all die.
Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't bode well.
That's true.
She sucks at protecting.
But now she's got Valyrian steel from Jaime.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, so one thing I forgot. We briefly touched upon this battle scene. We mentioned that Theon jumped ship and all that stuff. But first, I
gotta listen to the Sand Snakes talk to each
completely
other.
forgot about it. Holy shit.
They're so annoying.
My God.
They're awfully annoying.
I think they tried
episode.
to make them as annoying as possible.
Basically, they're like, yeah, we screwed up. They're going to be annoying.
I feel bad for the actresses because they might have been like, oh, man, I'm going to be a fucking sand snake. This is awesome. So first of all, I'm in Game of Thrones. That's wonderful. And I'm a sand snake from North. Super cool. I'm going to be all sexy. And I'm going to be cool and badass. And I'm going to fight. It's going to be great. And then, oh, nope. Instead, it turns out the way it turned out. And then everybody hates you.
Yeah.
And it's the lowest rated episode in the history of the show.
Yep.
And you're like a joke. And now, like, the show doesn't like you. The show itself, and they're just trying to get a way to get rid of you. And let's make them even more annoying. I think they realized at this point for the show that those girls are, like, they're going to get bigger cheers for their deaths
Right.
You know, so make them
I was
more
happy.
annoying instead of like, oh no, I can't believe that they killed, you know, Obara or what her name is. I can't remember. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna feel bad for them. They're gonna be like, yeah, which is amazing considering that Oberyn was fucking incredible.
The real Sand Snakes, if you know, they were like the books were. He what's his name? Euron would have been dead.
Yeah, forget it.
But no,
I don't.
they have these measly attacks.
I do like the mother though. I think she does a good job.
Right.
And I think it's so funny that that Yara is like such a horn dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love that.
So
I think
is
it's great.
she.
No, so is she, but that makes sense because she's
lady.
Dornish.
Yeah,
she,
yeah.
you know, she's Oberyn's paramour.
Uh-huh.
We all know what he was into. Everything.
This
And
is
then,
like an awesome entrance with this ship. It's like a storm, and it's like this almost like a ghost ship out of the cloud. This fog.
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
It
I
was
thought
cool-
this whole
it was
scene
very
was
cool.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
This whole battle scene was incredible, and this is the first real like kind of naval battle I think that we've
We saw the
seen, right?
We just saw the one at the what is that? What bay is that with the?
Blackwater Bay.
Yeah,
but that
Blackwater
was
Bay.
different. This is like a true.
Uh-huh.
And I thought Euron's entrance was fucking insane.
It was good, but I still don't like him. I don't. The last weapon I saw him using was an axe.
So the
I would
axe.
expect like a little rapier.
So that is a nod to.
He's not a big guy. We saw
No.
him last episode. He's this punk rocker.
Yeah. See, that's why what you have to go
I'm not.
with is insanity.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah. I see. This definitely put points for me for Euron, but that axe is a nod to Victarion Greyjoy, who is not in the show.
Uh-huh.
That's their other brother. We talked about it last week, but he used an axe,
Uh-huh.
and so that's he had some kind of special axe or whatever. So that's a nod to
Yeah,
to
it
him.
looks like a
Kind of
kraken.
ornate, yeah. So anyway, that's why he has the axe. Keep her safe. Keep your mother safe. She's below deck.
Yeah.
Instead, everybody's like, hey, where's that cute girl going?
Right.
Let's have a platoon follow her.
Yeah.
Also, it was wishful thinking that Oberyn's paramour was like, all right, just kill us.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I was like, oh, God. Jeez, I can't stand that. Like, I was like, I don't like thinking about, God, they're going to get raped. It's so horrible. And then the torture is the other thing. That's why I can't watch those scenes with
Theon.
and Ramsay. I skip them. I can't watch those things.
Huh.
One thing I wanted to know was, we saw the Battle of the Bastards, the scrum that they get into, and that pile up. And it's like, how can you tell, one, who you're fighting? The fog of war is clouds everything so much. I would be killing my own men left and right, I feel like.
Yeah.
And then how do you tell who is even winning this battle, right?
Right.
And then even more so in this scene with this naval battle, how do they know? What if Euron goes through all this stuff? All right, Theon jumps ship. He's killed the Sand Snakes. He's got his sister, but that doesn't mean that he won necessarily. You know what I mean? Maybe all his other ships got destroyed. I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you tell? And in the darkness, how do you know? I was like,
Yeah. You don't know what's going on.
it's so fucking confusing.
I like all the ashes, the flaming ashes in the air. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, the whole scene was, like,
Yeah,
beautifully
it was,
shot.
Yeah, it was really good.
I loved all the fight choreography.
I just don't
it was
like
so
Euron,
cool.
so-
I just didn't... Right,
But it was
Euron
good.
and the
It
Sand
was good.
Snakes, there's no, like, joy there.
But no, it was great the way they did it. It was very cool. And that wide shot's cool. Zooming out, you see what's going on.
And it's a really...
I guess they just all rammed into their ships. I don't know. It is. You're right. Because how do you know what's going on in all the other ships? Maybe all the other ones lost.
Like, if I'm Euron, how do I have any fucking
Yeah.
clue They're like, all right, I won this day.
Right.
The night. The night is mine.
I feel like you should be watching the scene from another ship and directing people.
I mean, is his ship even there still? What does he do? This is why I don't know how anybody...
And it's going to catch on fire.
Oh, it has to. It's wood. Parts of it are on fire. I don't know how anybody... Did you ever see the movie Master and Commander?
Yes.
I love... First of all, that movie's fucking amazing. I love that movie. I've read some of the book series. It's fantastic. There's like 20 books or something. It's so good. One of the things I always enjoyed about it was just the idea that people actually went out on the ocean at a time when some people, people still think this today somehow, but some people still thought that the Earth is flat, and then you just drop off. But you're going out into endless ocean, right?
I have a feeling they didn't think it was the sailors
at that time.
Yeah,
maybe not.
Because they're actually sailing.
But, there's still a flat Earth. But there's a flat Earth society that exists today, and we know what the Earth looks like from space.
Yeah, he's president.
He's the leader. Exactly.
He probably believes that.
The Earth isn't flat. Is flat. I mean, at first I thought it wasn't flat. Now it is flat.
So flat. You've never seen.
This I can tell
flatter.
you. This I can tell you. The Earth is so flat.
We have the flattest Earth.
Nobody is flatter than Earth in the solar system. We're the flattest of the flat. This I can tell you. We are so flat. But the other thing is, so you're going out onto a wooden vessel, okay, crammed in with a bunch of other smelly dudes, just floating around with a finite amount of food, a finite amount of fresh drinking water. You don't even want the drinking water, you just want rum or grog.
Grog.
Okay,
Grog's good.
Don't know what grog is.
Oh, it's delicious.
What is grog?
It's a mixture of all sorts of fancy things.
Sounds like a sound that you make just when you're floating around on one of these boats in the 1800s. Like,
when you're belching after you drink.
Grog. Grog. And then not only that, but you're basically, it turns out you're on a floating bomb because you've got a bunch of gunpowder and cannons with you. And then you're going to go and you're going to fire shit at people. I don't know. It blows my mind. I just can't get over it. So watching this scene, it's even worse for these people. Mm-hmm. But that's their way of life.
It would be funny if next episode was entirely Theon floating in the ocean trying to survive.
And then the sharks come.
Yeah, the sharks come. Whoa. The krakens come.
That was a really cool shot, too. He's just floating around, and he's like... I'm thinking, what the fuck is he gonna do now?
Maybe we'll go to Dragonstone.
I don't know.
Meet Jon.
Hey, Jon, I don't have a dick. I knew that the whole time. We called you dickless. Behind your back. The whole time.
Oh, no, Theon.
Oh, no. The whores. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought...
Oh, wait. Well... He was at Dragonstone when Qyburn was. I wonder if they had a conversation. And Varys, 3 dickless guys.
Actually, yeah.
I wonder if they had a discussion about that together.
They've got to have some kind of special club.
Like a group.
Sorry. It's like, they're hanging around having some wine or ale or something. And then Tyrion's like, oh, can I have a drink? And he goes, sorry.
No, you're not.
Dickless guys only.
Unless you want to... fulfill the rite of passage.
Yeah. Because of a big gilding knife.
It's like a support group. It's like, okay, so does anybody else have this problem when they pee? Ugh. Oh, yeah. Varys is like, oh, yeah, all the time.
Shall I show you my gosh?
You gotta pinch it. You gotta pinch it like this. They teach each other tricks, how to do that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's a support. And
well, I assume it'd be easier to sit at that point.
And then Qybur's like, yeah, my hormones are changing. I'm getting kind of soft breasts.
Guys, am I getting breasts? Guys.
Varys is like, oh, way ahead of you.
One of the things online, you'll always see. It'll be like, ooh, the Game of Thrones stars in real life. What do they look like? And everybody looks the same, except for. The
Varys?
Guy who plays Varys.
Yeah, he's a chameleon. He looks like different stuff all the time.
What is his name?
Remember we had Game of Names?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I showed you guys some pictures. You had to identify them.
Conlith or something? What's his name? Oh, yeah, Conlith Hill.
No, he's like...
He's got a great head of hair. It's amazing. He's got great hair. He's such a nice-looking guy.
Toupee.
You think so?
Surgery.
Oh, he's got a mustache in this picture.
Yeah.
And hair.
It looks slimy.
And, but it's so funny, like, how different he looks with hair.
Yeah.
And see, look, here he is. Wait, all right.
He does.
Here's this picture, and then there's that. It's a different person. And even look at this. It's like, oh, I see you, Baldy. Huh? I'll send these to Oxnard so we can put them in. But yeah, nice mustache. You can grow a good stash.
That was in the Game of Names, that picture.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's hilarious. Although other than that, they all look, and the Hound is the other one, the guy that plays the Hound. He looks very different because he's a bald kind of guy. Yeah. And he obviously doesn't have the scars. And then he's famously, I'm sure we mentioned, from Hot Fuzz. Yarp. Yarp. Anyway. Well, boss, what else? What do you think is going to be going on next week?
I mean, maybe... I feel like they have to speed things up, so I feel like Jon might meet Daenerys.
Speed things up? This is going at a lightning pace for
That's what I'm saying, though, but they have to keep going at that pace.
Even faster.
They have to keep going at that pace, so I feel like Jon's going to meet Daenerys already next episode. Yeah. And Arya's going to get to Winterfell.
Interesting.
And Euron is going to go back to Cersei and give her Yara and be like, see, look at my present, marry me, boom.
I hope he says it just like that. Then I would like that. Instead, he's going to be like doing a lot of weird walking and arms throwing up, and he's kind of doing like, am I doing a Jack Sparrow impersonation?
Am I a pirate?
I'm a Danish Jack Sparrow.
You really call this a pirate?
Let me take out my bass. Yeah. Jam real quick for you.
Yeah, not good, people.
Oof. Interesting. Well, I agree. I think they are going to speed things up. I think Jon's just going to show up at Dragonstone.
They call him Euron, but I say you're off.
You're wrong. Very good. I like it. Yeah, I agree. I think Jon is just going to appear at Dragonstone and then just going to like zip this through. I don't think they're going to mess around.
Maybe a bang date.
You think so?
Maybe,
now that's his.
Maybe he bends the knee and goes down on her. The whole time.
He bends a knee and she spreads her legs.
The whole time.
The whole time. I knew it the whole time. And then she's like, wait, I'm your aunt. I knew it the whole time. I fucked you anyway.
Besides that, I feel like maybe we'll see some... these are my 4 predictions. There's a Cersei scene with Euron. That's 1. Then a Jon and Daenerys scene. Then an Arya and Winterfell scene. And then lastly, a Whites scene. Attacking the wall, maybe.
Already?
Maybe. Why not?
In the 3rd episode?
They have to get, 3 of 7? They're not just going to fight them at the wall, are they? I feel like they're going to get past the wall this season.
Maybe this season, but I feel like that's a season finale thing. That's a lot.
I feel like we'll see more.
In the next episode?
I feel like we'll see more Whites than that. At least there's going to be there's going to be something with White Walkers next episode, I feel like.
Wow.
No?
I don't know. I hope you're right. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just shocked.
Isn't this are they going to have any other seasons?
Yeah, one more season.
They're going to have one more season?
Yeah, there's 7 episodes this one. So we have 5 episodes left in this season. And then there's 6 more episodes in the final season.
Maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe not.
I think...
You're probably right. There would be Whites until the last episode.
That would be my guess. Maybe second to last.
But I feel like next season...
I don't know. This season has been blowing me away.
Next season is just deep winter already.
The next season?
Yeah, so I feel like when this season ends, I feel like it's like, all right, winter's here, they're all over the place, and we're trying to survive, that kind of thing. And then the next season is them winning.
You know what? You might be right. Or what might happen is the second to last episode might be the Whites get through, and then the last episode is like, You know how, like, when the Night King is traveling, it's like a winter storm is coming with him? Like, at first there's, like, it's preceded by a small blizzard. Mm-hmm. I feel like then that's going to happen at King's Landing. And then he's going to be, he's going to appear there.
I feel like they might,
gonna be like, what the fuck?
There might be winter in King's Landing at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Something I read, you might know this theory, but there's a theory that Sam wrote the Song of Ice and Fire.
Like Frodo wrote the Lord of the Rings?
Because he mentions, like, the Archmaester mentions the history of Westeros and shit, and then...
Oh, he's writing...
Or he's writing the battle.
Sam is helping him, like,
and
he's
Sam's like, oh, it's not a very poetic title.
Yeah, there's something about the Seven Kingdoms after the king, the Robert Baratheon, yeah. Oh, that is interesting.
That's cool, right?
I like that.
Mm-hmm. And then he dies at grayscale before it's finished, and before he publishes his last books.
Oh no! So like the last sentence just like trails off, with like the quill like scrapes down off the page
and
as he dies.
And then there's different handwriting at the last sentence that says, "He was dead the whole time.
The whole time.
He wasn't gonna finish the whole time, you idiots. Read it for nothing the whole time.
Jon Snow."
Hey.
It's very like it's
too
almost
old
like
to finish the books.
It's almost like
time.
Shakespeare.
He'd rather do another series the whole time. What is that he's writing?
He's writing Harry Potter the whole time.
No, he's writing that, like, there's like a comic book thing that George Martin's writing.
Really?
Yeah, doesn't that
Oxnard
say that?
Well, he writes the other...
It's like a cowboy thing, or...
What?
No?
A comic book? A cowboy comic
book?
book?
I thought Oxnard said something like that.
Well, he edits these things...
Oxnard, what is he working on? I forget. You mentioned something.
I know that George Martin is a part of this thing. He edits these wild card things.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Anyway.
Wild card.
He did. And then he's also writing... He wants to write something like 9 more, egg and Duncan egg books.
I don't know where that's going to come from, people.
Which are awesome. And if you haven't checked that out...
Don't get your hopes up.
Check those out, especially The Hedge Knight.
Yeah, I read them and I loved them, but I know it's not going to happen. Be real.
At this point, I cannot see that happening at all.
I mean, they're short, so that's plus.
Yeah, but still, The Hedge Knight is 200 plus pages, wasn't it?
No way. No,
I thought The Hedge Knight was around
40-ish.
200. No way.
It's not long. It's not that long.
The Hedge Knight is
not
way
200
more
pages.
than 40 pages,
it's not 200.
dude.
I know it's not 200.
Hold on. The Hedge Knight is not 40 pages. If anything, it's under 200, but... How many pages in The Hedge Knight? Whenever I Google something, I say it out loud, and I sound like I'm the guy from the B-52s. Mm-hmm. 160 pages.
Oh, wow. That's longer than I thought. Did I read the whole thing? Is there an abridged
You read,
version?
well, 3
Is
novellas.
there an abridged version?
You read the 3 novellas. I never finished the second one.
I don't feel like it was that long.
Where he's in Dorne. Anyway, The Hedge Knight The Hedge Knight was fucking awesome. I loved it.
Yeah,
the book was amazing.
It's good.
It was short and sweet.
It's good.
Anyway, I don't know. I can't remember what we were saying before.
That's basically it. We're spent. What?
That clap signifies that this episode is ending.
We're done.
No, I was gonna go like, well, that's it. Like shaking the dust on my hand. But I just did one clap.
Yep.
But I loved the episode, boss. Did you love it?
Wonderful. I didn't think it was that great. I like the grayscale part. I'm very interested in where that goes.
What kind of pie was that guy eating after the transition? It was very...
It's a hot pie.
But it was
hot pies.
But was it like hot custard?
No, I think it's chicken pot pie.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not any...
It's like a stew in there.
There's no vegetables in there.
It's just chicken.
Okay, fine. I guess. Doesn't chicken pot pie traditionally have...
I guess
you got your corn,
peas.
you got your carrots, you got your peas. Or is that a regionalism? How do they make it in Westeros?
No, that's pretty much it, I think. Might even just like a meat pie, like a stew kind
He
of
says
pie.
something about the pie, about some secret recipe, some secret to it, but people don't
It's
usually
the poop
do
from
it.
All the maesters.
Turns out hot pie is Sam. Arya is actually in the past. Oh, God.
Uh,
It's a Stranger Things,
I was gonna say
Game of
something.
Thrones
What
crossover.
was I gonna say? What were we talking about?
I don't know. Pot pie.
Oh yeah. Maybe Ser Jorah will think that he's healed and cured, but then he gives Daenerys grace.
Oh, when he does eventually lay with her.
Yeah.
You think that's going to happen? You think that Jorah's ever going to see her again?
Yeah, I think he is. I don't think he's gonna have sex with her.
Hey, you never know.
Maybe he
she'll
kills
throw
her.
him a pity boning.
Maybe he kills her
What?
when she goes crazy.
Oh, you think she's going to go crazy?
Oh yeah, definitely. She's
gonna
definitely
get-
everybody. She's definitely going crazy.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, she's got the crazy vibes going on this season. She's revving up. Yeah, she's going nuts.
What episode do you think she's going to... Do you think that's the season finale thing?
She's building up to craziness. It's gonna clash when she meets with Jon. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Ice
it's
and
not
fire.
going to be a good
Ice
meeting.
and fire.
Not going to be a good meeting at all.
You think
Everybody
so?
thinks they're going to hit it off like they're perfect and they're going to fight against the undead.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. It's going to go all downhill and the undead's going to take advantage of it. Everything.
She's a fucking cunt
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah. No, it's going to be awful. He might be in
That's
chains.
interesting. You think so?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And then Sansa's going to get out of control.
Yes, and she's going to attack.
You will give me Jon or I will kill you.
Yeah.
I've got dragons.
Everything's going to
See,
get
I think what's
going to
happen is... Oh, that's interesting. See, now
It's Game
my-
of Thrones. Nothing good's going to come of it.
That is true. That's true. You think it's going to be some kind of happy
Yeah,
ending,
you think
Dexter,
they're
you
gonna-
idiot?
Oh, everybody's gonna ally and realize that the zombies are the threat.
No, you fucker. They're all gonna fight each other until the zombies are fucking right next to them. And they're gonna be like, oh, wait.
And they're going to be like,
oops.
bleh. And I'm like, damn it, I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I think might actually happen. I think they are going to band together for the good of the realm, as Varys wants.
right.
But after they vanquish the Night King, right? It's not just going to be like, oh, well, and then, like, some narrator is going to come in that we've never heard before. And then peace reigned over the kingdoms for all of eternity. Or some business. And then I think what's going to happen is, all right, that's done. Now, I'm going to burn you. And then she's going to, like, torch. Or something's going to happen and she's going to, like you said, she's going to go nuts. And she's going to torch people in a situation where it really isn't called for, or a battle is going to go crazy.
I bet next episode, she locks up Jon, and she burns Varys.
What? Next episode?
Yeah, because
Wow.
he's going to protest it, and she's going to get burned.
My queen, I doth protest. Burn. Very Shakespearean.
That's my prediction, y'all.
Wow,
We're
interesting.
going to get toasty.
Let's get toasty up in here. Might be summer, but it's time to get toasty.
I'm just going to predict everything so I can't be wrong.
Oh, there you go. That's an excellent theory. If you do it, if you say everything that can be said, you're never wrong. No, it's not true. I did say that one time. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have anything else. I don't think.
That's it.
We
Where's
can just
Sven?
yeah. Well, you have a more manly clap than I do.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that wasn't good. It hurt, actually, that one. Yeah, that one's better. If it doesn't hurt, it's better. You gotta cup them a
Oh,
little.
that was very.
Cup them.
Yeah, I'm not cupping enough.
Poor Oxnard's gonna listen to this.
Just fade out in the clapping. All
Yeah, that's it.
right.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye.
Follow us on
Twitter at STS
YouTube.
Dexter. You're already on YouTube.
We're gonna be streaming stuff as soon as Boss finishes his computer.
Ooh.
One piece left.
Stream.
All I have to do is wait till Ethereum prices drop, and I'll get that video card.
Still not sure what that means.
Shut up! Computer, stop!
Alexa, we've
She's
all
everywhere.
changed our Alexas to pretend that we're on the Enterprise. So we say, computer.
Computer! Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
That beverage has not been programmed into the replication system.
Whoa!
Computer! Shut up.
Computer.
Yeah, that's an Easter egg. Didn't Oxnard do that?
I don't know if he did that. He told me, he was like, oh, ask what the Prime Directive is. and she goes in. It gives you the whole prime. Oh my god! So we're watching Enterprise. I just started watching.
Enterprise is awesome. If you haven't watched Enterprise, fucking watch the shit out of it.
You
It's fucking awesome.
have.
Scott Bakula sucks as an actor, but I don't really care. The Vulcan girl is an amazing actor. She's an amazing Vulcan.
She's a very sexy.
She
Vulcan.
is sexy,
Very
but she's
sexy
also
Vulcan.
actually really, really good at being a Vulcan.
I just so I've just started watching. I'm like episode 14 in season 1, or I'm in the middle of the episode where Malcolm, who's like
The British guy, the security.
he's like the
arms
the
dude.
arms
Yeah.
master at arms for the ship, the wharf position, and is with Trip,
Yep.
who's the
This
head
bumpkin
of
from
who's
Florida.
the chief of engineering,
Yeah.
who
Hey, Captain, I don't know what's going on with these warp
yeah,
reactors.
who basically is the worst engineer ever.
Fucking conduits are all out of whack.
Yeah. What is a conduit anyway? I don't know. But they're trapped and they're losing oxygen on some
Oh, yes.
on a shuttle.
On the shuttle.
Yeah. And you find out that Malcolm, who's the British guy, he's got the hots for the Vulcan science officer. It's
He likes
hilarious.
everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's true. Because he's leaving
He has
like
all
love
those-
letters
yeah,
to
he's
Rochelle
leaving to a million
and
people.
Caitlin and
Yeah.
whatever. I think that's hilarious. But anyway, Scott Bakula is
He is
a
a bad
terrible
actor.
captain.
I don't care though.
I
I
love
used to
him.
watch
I love him, though.
Quantum Leap when I was little. And
I
that-
want to watch
this
Quantum
is just
Leap.
like he's the same person in this show.
Basically, he is
And-
fit
oh!
in that show, though.
You watch Quantum Leap ever?
I've seen like maybe parts of an episode.
Well, the other
I've
guy,
gotta watch it.
the one who
it's from
speaks to him
Battlestar
from the
Galactica.
future. Oh, he's in an episode of Enterprise.
Oh, you mean the guy that's with the what's the reptile-looking people?
No, in Quantum Leap.
Quantum Bleep?
Quantum Leap. Hold on, let me look
His
at name.
partner? You don't remember the reboot for Battlestar Galactica, right?
No.
Oh. All right, well, the guy who was like his partner in Quantum Leap is, spoiler alert, is a Cylon in that show.
Yeah. Well, Sam Beckett is his name in Quantum Leap, and then his friend is Al
that guy.
Calavici.
He's in it?
Al is like he gives him tips from the future. He's not actually in the past with Sam Beckett. He's like only Sam can see him, and he gives him tips to help him.
Okay. I
Do
see.
you know the concept of Quantum Leap?
Well, I just know he goes back into like basically like scenes from history to like make sure that everything stays how it's supposed to be.
But
right?
here's it is like when he goes back in time, he is somebody else.
So we
It's
see
his-
Scott Bakula,
Yes.
but the person that he's interacting with sees like
and when
Abe
when he
Lincoln
looks
or whatever,
through the
right?
mirror, you see a different reflection.
that's
And so
awesome.
his mind goes in somebody. That's how you time travel. And he's
Oh.
He leaps from person to person.
Okay.
To get back home. That's the intro.
So he's lost.
To get back home.
I gotta watch Quantum.
Well, hold on.
Leap.
I want to see if we have it so that we can hear.
I think it's on Netflix.
I love the intro.
All right, play the first episode.
I like the intro
so I can
song.
hear it. Oh, by the way,
the intro lady.
the intro theme song to Star Trek Enterprise. At first, I was like, "This is absolute trash." Now,
Yes.
I fucking love that song.
'Cause I'm free.
Yeah,
It's
been a long road.
Yeah.
Getting from there to here. I love that fucking song.
They show
now.
Amelia Earhart.
Oh my
and
god,
John
it's
Glenn.
some guy scuba diving.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. But now I'm telling you, at first I was like, this song is trash.
Yeah, I thought it was
The
too.
intro is garbage.
Same
this
thing.
is hilariously bad. And now
Yes.
I'm like, I'm singing it to myself in the
Me too.
shower.
Yeah.
I've
Same
got strength of the
Thought
soul.
process I had.
No one's gonna bend or break me. I fucking love it.
Let's see. I don't know if I can.
So
get
anyway,
it.
my point is, I love Next Generation.
Hated Deep Space Nine.
Oh, I couldn't. Oh my god. I feel like I want to watch more Deep Space Nine.
I feel like you
but
should
it's
pick and choose
it's
what
a
episodes.
chore. It's a chore.
You should watch the Ferengi episode
Because I watched the first 10 or 12 episodes of Deep Space Nine, and I can't I can't take it.
I like
It's
the-
hard
I like
to
the-
get through.
The Ferengi episodes.
Quark. Nobody makes sense in this fucking show except for Quark.
I like Quark.
Quark is the only one that makes sense in this show to me.
He's a character.
I hate. What's the changeling's name?
Oh, I hate the Changeling too. Yeah, I never liked him.
I don't. It doesn't make sense. Ood. That's from Doctor
Odo.
Who. Odo.
Yeah.
Um.
I'll get it on YouTube.
I'm not a Ben Sisko fan.
No, he's the worst fucking captain. Oh my god.
I don't like
He's
the
a mess.
Bajorans
It's
at
because
all.
Sisko, listen, this is the issue I have with Sisko. His voice changes intonation like this. And then he talks like this, but then I'm yelling at you in this low tone.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense. I'm Ben Sisko. But, hello, friend, how are you?
What
It's
is
like
this
he's
game you
having-
are playing?
It's like
Baseball.
Yes.
Oh, it's a fun game that we play with each other.
It's disturbing.
Oh.
It's disturbing.
I don't know.
to
Yeah,
me.
it's a bizarre acting choice. I don't know if that's just how
not.
like his
He
normal
just doesn't know
cadence,
what
or
he's
if that's
doing.
a choice that he made, where
doesn't know what
suddenly
he's doing.
he sounds very like I don't know, almost operatic.
Yes.
Oh, it's baseball.
I don't know. There's something, and the Bajorans. I just watched the episode where the Bajoran, like the High Priestess, dies.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, well, what the fuck? She's never left the planet. Now you're taking her through a fucking wormhole. I don't understand it. I hate it.
Hey, let's hear the intro.
But I will watch it. But
Quantum
alright,
Leap
yeah.
here.
Okay. Oxnard, prepare clip of Quantum Leap intro. Very jazzy.
This is not it. What the fuck is this?
He's just listening to jazz. To big band music. This is the beginning of an episode, I think.
Yeah. Let's see.
Every You never tell us what's that. That's secret stuff.
Secret? What the hell is secret about everything for?
Look, Tom, if you're testing one of your gags on us, honey, I don't have time for it. Neither do you.
Yeah, he always never knows who he is or what's going on, and he just in the most random situations.
It's hilarious.
Oh, the Doobie Cats and Obara. Well, howdy there, Mr. Doobie. And boys and girls, all our kids here together. Let's go.
One thing I will say, Scott Bakula in Enterprise is in very good shape.
He is, right? He
He's
looks
in
young.
phenomenal
He looks the same.
shape. Yeah.
This is 1989.
Wow.
I know. He looks the same.
He really takes care of himself.
Definitely.
It's really interesting. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe like how
Right.
good he looks in this show.
He definitely had one of those, I don't know, hair.
You think he had
this
hair
hair
plugs?
operation?
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt. Nobody has hair like that.
Yeah.
It's not a dream. It's a nightmare.
I just want to hear the intro, Oxnard.
Sooner or later, there's going to be a boogeyman. Until the boogeyman showed up, I decided to write out the dream. Not that I had a choice.
Hold on.
He is the same
He
actor
is.
in
Yeah, he
everything. Although I gotta say, I fucking love him. God damn the
What is
bastard.
this intro.
Why does he keep giving Porthos cheese?
I love Porthos.
The adorable beagle. Just search Quantum Leap intro, Quantum Leap theme song.
There we go. Sorry, Oxnard. Edit all that.
Oxnard has probably been saying this.
Theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime. Dr. Sam Beckett stepped into the
Hold on. I'll do it again because that was really loud. Sorry, Oxnard.
I couldn't even hear. It was
I
so
know,
loud.
I know.
Theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime. Dr. Sam Beckett stepped into
Dr. Sam Beckett. What's he a doctor of?
The quantum accelerator.
The quantum accelerator.
He woke to find himself trapped in the past, facing
Ah!
images that were not his own.
Ooh,
He's
a
woman,
sexy
yeah.
lady.
Unknown force to
Football
change
player.
history for the better. His only guide on this journey.
Oh my god, it's
Servant
hilarious.
of his own time, who appears in the form of a hologram that only Sam can see and hear.
I love that this intro has to explain everything
Yes,
to
I
you.
know it does.
Striving
It's confusing otherwise.
went wrong, and hoping each
Hey, worked
time
for me.
his next leap will be the good home.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, and then he's like flaming as he travels.
Ouch!
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Sure, there's Nixon.
Oh, and then one, he's like, it's like the civil rights era, and he's black.
Ooh.
Yeah, interesting
controversial.
social issues.
And he's a lady.
Yes.
Oh, man. I cannot wait to watch this.
Awesome.
Ooh, got a little goofy there.
It's funny because the intro's really long. First she explains it, and then there's this intro with him running and playing
Basically,
baseball.
they're showing a clip from every single episode of the series.
Now that I'm older and I see the intro, it seems like maybe he starts out really early, and then as he comes back, it's a later and later year. I don't know.
Oh, really?
That's just
is
a
each
guess.
episode, is
That's
he
just a
getting
guess I
like
had.
later in time?
Yeah, maybe, and he's getting closer and closer to the
I don't
future.
know. I gotta watch
don't know.
that.
But yeah, that's crazy.
And then
that's
eventually
how time travel works.
And then eventually it's like the year 2153, and he's Captain John Archer of the fucking Enterprise.
That's right. That's how time travel works, Dexter. You inhabit the mind of someone from
One
the
thing
past.
that I don't
and you have no control
necessarily-
over who it is.
That's right. That's interesting. One thing I think I find very interesting about Enterprise is that, like, they are... How can they be so naive? Right?
They are pretty naive.
Like, they're like, oh, what is that, a Klingon warbird? Let's say hello!
Yeah, hail them.
Hey,
Hi, we're
hi.
Earthlings.
Listen,
We're
motherfucker.
We're explorers.
I'm gonna fucking destroy you.
Yeah.
But his acting style hasn't changed
Yes.
from the clip I saw him kind of.
It's exactly the
We're
same.
explorers from Earth, and
Yeah.
I'm Captain John Archer, and it's hilarious. He's very Howard from Better Call Saul,
Maybe.
in a way.
My favorite, like, alien in Enterprise is when they encounter this ship, and Scott Bakula was like, "Hello, hi, we're
And it doesn't respond.
no." Basically, he does a little introduction, and the alien's like, "Yeah." So he's like, he sees a new species, and he's just like,
All right.
go give a fuck.
There was one in the first season where
Like he sees a new species every single day.
yeah, great, yeah, whoop-de shit, a human, wow,
There's such a difference in
Yeah.
situation.
That's hilarious.
Like we're exploring. We're so excited to meet a new alien race. No, I'm not.
It's like no one. At first, I hate the Vulcans in that show because the Vulcans are like,
yeah.
"You stupid
No, you'll hate
human,
'em.
you're a child out here," and you
Yeah.
hate them. But then, by the time I think, like I said, I think I've watched the first 14 episodes. By now, I'm like, man,
It's a love-hate relationship.
I am totally understand where the Vulcans are coming from.
That's true. Yeah.
I think even there was
It's
an
still a
episode that I
love-hate
watched.
relationship, though.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But I think even Captain Archer acknowledges, because they go to a society where like humans are more advanced now than the society.
Yeah, pre-war.
And they're asking like, give us your technology, we need it. We wouldn't have this problem if only we had warp engines, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I understand, like now I understand how the Vulcans must have felt when they first started working with us.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did the most naive shit. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
I would never do that. I don't care how excited you are to be an explorer. You're still out there in the unknown. Mm-hmm. Here's another race. Clearly, just look at that ship. It's way more advanced than the Enterprise.
Yeah.
You could just see that right away.
And they have sensors
And now
that
you're
tell
just gonna be
them
like,
that.
hi! Oh, we're from Earth. What's your name?
It's gotta be a diplomat.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, they're firing at us every time. Every time. Polarize the shields!
Yep, basically.
Oh. Who's your favorite character? Like
Oh,
from the crew, main crew.
DePaul.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's the best.
Yeah. I also like...
Because she's not just hot, she's actually really, really good.
I like Hoshi,
is
too.
surprising.
I like Hoshi.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah, because she's hot. And then I'm also
I like the doctor. Dr. Phlox is good.
Oh, yes! He's a Denobulan?
The Nobulan, yeah.
Denobulan.
Whatever those are.
No, he's the only one I've ever seen.
When I was watching, I was like, oh, you know what would be cool if in all the other shows the Nobulans are like extinct. That would be cool.
Ooh, what happened?
I don't know.
You know what's interesting,
That's
too?
a theory I
'cause,
randomly thought
You know,
of.
he's got his typical Star Trek, let's just have some face makeup on. But he's also got, like, tiger stripes on his hands.
Oh, yeah.
I saw in one episode.
He's
and I'm
also,
like,
his face moves weirdly.
It
sometimes.
smiles strangely, and his eyes have, like, a kind of a glow.
And they hibernate.
for 6 days. Or
Yeah, I
something.
know. That's like
Yeah.
nothing. It should
That
be a
was
long
actually
time.
my favorite episode so far. There's an episode where the
He
doctor
wakes up and he's like, what's going on? That was funny.
What's hilarious too is everybody's in like phenomenal shape in that show physically, except for him, and he just eats constantly. He's got like a big belly.
Yeah.
But my favorite episode so far of the show is it centers around him, and they're trying to see if they can cure some kind of disease that's plaguing this race, and they coexist with basically like
A lesser race.
a lesser,
Neanderthal-like race.
and but I love like the ethical quandary, and Scott Bakula's basically like, until I get some kind of something in writing, some sort of directive. Explaining
There's
this,
a prime
I have to.
importance.
Yeah, exactly. It's hilarious.
Okay, Scott, we
All
get
right,
it.
We get laying it on a little bit thick, but
He's like nodding to the director.
yeah.
Is that good?
He's
Is that
looking
good
at it,
enough?
like
You
winking.
think they'll get it?
Winking at the camera.
Oh,
But yeah, that
Bakula.
was so funny. But that's not just him. That's the writing. But that's how he did. But still, I laughed. I thought it was so funny.
I know, yeah.
But that was my favorite episode so far because I
a good
loved
episode.
in Next Generation and now in this show so far when they deal with ethical quandaries about the Prime Directive and about
cool.
like artificial intelligence,
They-
because it's true. Spoiler alert for this first Doctor. Dear Doctor is the episode, I think, and he's basically like, this race has a genetic disease. They're dying. They're going to be extinct in like 100 years.
Yep.
But there's a lesser race that is not affected by the disease, and they are progressing at a great rate.
Yeah.
And so now they have a chance, because at this point, basically, any time they go
They're
to
like
a planet,
they're subservient race.
Yeah.
And
But-
they're going to take over.
you know what I never realized?
And they could have cured the disease.
He had the cure, but he refused. He said we
But he
can't
realized
give
it
it.
wasn't the right thing to do. He had to
Exactly.
let nature take its course.
Exactly. And you know what? I realized it because basically at this point is anytime they see like a planet, there's only one humanoid that dominates. Like it's just like
I guess, yeah, I
humans.
thought
Like,
about that too. It's interesting.
it's like Neanderthals and whatever.
You could find a planet with several.
Yeah, but we never see
That'd be
that.
crazy, right?
We never see that.
I know.
And so now
That's why that was cool.
I thought that's why I liked about that
Yeah.
episode because they don't deal with that in Next Generation.
Right, yeah.
But they do a lot of AI stuff in Next Generation with data.
I
I thought that was a great episode.
Yeah. One thing I like is there's a lot of extra like situations and not just them meeting aliens. It's like there's one with a storm in space. That's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like all that shit.
Ah.
Yeah, like the
there
realities of space.
Ooh. Yeah.
And like they get the one where they're stuck on the pod, the shuttle. That's like another one.
That's another one. Yeah, where
Yeah.
they like because there's some micro singularities, which was like a Vulcan myth, but it's basically like pinhole sized
tiny
black holes.
holes, yeah.
Yeah. Basically like bombarding the ship, and then they land on one planet. And it's the first planet that I think that the crew lands on, and they're like, "Oh wow, it's an M-class planet, the first M-class planet. What's it called? Moshi?
Oh,
Mushashi?
I know this too. First,
Because M-class that stands for something.
yeah, it's
Mushi.
no, that's not helping. Oh, damn, I forget. What
Fuck.
it's called.
Anyway,
Let's look it
and they
up.
land on there, and they're like, "Oh wow, great, let's camp here tonight." And then the storm comes, and
Yes.
it turns out all the wind blows this pollen.
Yeah.
It's like LSD pollen.
Yes.
And they start hallucinating, and they start attacking each other. I was like, "Oh yeah, they're so naive. They're such fucking idiots in the beginning." But I really like Hoshi. One, because she's beautiful. Two, because it's really like her job is is the coolest job I think on the ship so far. Where it's like, and the most important aside from making the ship work.
I also like that
because
because
they can't do shit without her.
Minshara. It's a Minshara
class. Okay,
And
without her, they're like fucked.
and I like that they bring that up because all the other series, it's like, oh yeah, we understand everybody. And this
Yeah.
one, it's an issue. I like that.
Yeah.
Because they don't bring it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that it's like, okay, shit, we don't know what they're saying. What do we do?
And there's one where like
he sounds angry.
and she's not there. And when I'm saying Scott Bakula's talking to some hot humanoid, and they're investigating something, and his translator starts to malfunction.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh man!" And he just starts making out with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right,
Very
you're lucky
Quantum
that
Leap-esque.
she's like an attractive humanoid and not like some hideous guy humanoid with or whatever, some kind of or a Klingon or something." But yeah, that was it's a great show. It's awesome. I was getting sad because I finished Next Gen. I have the movies, but I've heard terrible things about them.
Yeah.
And
Did you watch First Contact yet?
I haven't watched a single
First
one.
Contact is
No,
fucking fabulous.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's an amazing movie. I love
because
First
I'm going to
Contact.
watch them in the order in which they were made. So I think Next Generation is the first one.
Oh yeah,
Which
Generations.
is like a crossover.
It's called Generations.
Oh,
I
it's
think.
Generations.
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't watch that.
So it's like a
probably
crossover
stupid.
with the original
I
cast.
think it's supposed to be worse than one I didn't like.
Yeah, and then
First
I think
Contact
First
is
Contact
fucking awesome.
All right, I'll watch that one.
It's action packed from the
But
beginning.
DS9,
Yeah, not good.
I wanted to like it. I'm still gonna watch it,
You don't really.
but
have to watch it.
but I'm watching
I
Enterprise
watched
first.
I watched every episode somehow. You don't have to watch it.
I don't know how you did it.
I speed through.
I don't know
some.
how you did it.
I don't watch.
And
fully
honestly,
watch.
and I'm a
I fast
weirdo
forward.
because I didn't care if it was a bad episode of Next Generation. Didn't bother me that I was like, wow, this episode is horrible.
Yeah.
I still like it for some bizarro reason. Maybe it's because I could binge watch it. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's on Netflix.
I was sort
and I
of-
was like, I know that I'm just going to watch another episode right after or whenever I want.
To be honest, I don't know how I got through so many Deep Space Nine episodes.
But Deep Space Nine is
I guess
so
I was just
tough.
curious about the universe. That's sort of why I watched some of it, and I liked some episodes. Like I like Ferengi episodes. The Ferengi are cool.
So Quark is your favorite character?
Oh yeah. He's good. He's a character.
He's my
actually
favorite
good.
character.
He's actually one of the
Yeah.
good actors on the show.
He is. I think that guy, the actor, I think is from New Jersey.
He's recognizable if you look him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's been in stuff.
He's definitely the best character from what I've seen on the show so far.
Yeah. Oh, also the
and also
Cardassian guy Merrick. I hate him at first, but then he becomes one of my favorite
from
characters.
the clothing store.
Yeah.
He comes back.
No, he's in for a while.
Oh,
this show.
really?
Yeah. At
Oh,
first,
yeah, I
he's
thought he
like
did a good
awful.
job.
I think like, oh, this guy is the most. He's overacting insanely. He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
awful. But then I started liking it.
And Dr.
like
Bashir,
his gesture, he's really good.
Dr. Bashir was Prince Martell of Dorne in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
That's But he has interaction. That's the only episode I've seen with the guy you're talking, the
O'Brien's
Cardassian you're
good.
talking. O'Brien, I was going to say he's the
Yeah.
other one. That guy's a really good actor. I've seen
Yeah.
him in many
He's
other
good.
things. I always like Colm Meaney or something, or Cullum. It's Colm, I think. Yeah, he's a good actor. I liked. That's
was
why I
funny.
was like, I'm going to love Deep Space Nine.
I-
He's in it. I was like, this is going to be great, and then I was like, oh my god, I just couldn't get into it. Enterprise, on the other hand. First of all, Trip
Hold on,
from
before you get to
Enterprise.
Enterprise.
Okay, yeah.
Merrick. I thought his voice sounded so familiar, like he was from games that I've played.
Yeah.
But on IMDb, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find anything that said that he. But I know he's definitely from some games that I've played. Like he's done voices.
Oh, interesting.
And it was funny when I looked at his IMDb. I think it's all like Hellraiser stuff. And yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Turns out he's Pinhead or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
hilarious.
it was Hellraiser. It was like weird shit like that he was in. But no,
Wow, what a
I
change.
like him eventually because his expressions are—he's just crazy. He's fun to watch. But yeah, I think maybe that's why I got through some episodes because of him and because of the Ferengis.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I like about Enterprise is that the actor who plays Trip, the chief engineer, that guy is George W. Bush.
He does remind me.
He
of him,
sounds exactly like him to me on many occasions. So, like a lot of the time, it's like, man, what would it have been like if like George W. Bush was serving in Starfleet on a starship? That would have been amazing.
The dog
The
is a
warp
great
engines.
choice in that show too.
Just
'Cause the dog makes you
because
like the
beagles
show.
are adorable.
Yeah, the beagle's adorable in that show, and that helps the show. And I always wondered. There's an episode he actually takes the dog down to a planet.
Yes!
That's nuts!
That's insane.
That is nuts!
I was like, this dog is going to get
And he's like,
grabbed
oh, well,
and killed.
you did your scans and it was supposed to be safe.
Come on, Porthos!
I guess the dog's got to have
He does
some
that. He might do that multiple
expiration.
times because in the one we talked about with the
He
LSD
does.
pollen,
He does do multiple
he takes
times.
the dog down to the LSD pollen planet. It's insane.
Yes. I guess you got to take him somewhere.
Or fine, take him to the planet, but I have the dog on a leash. I'm just going to let him run free.
Yeah.
Only because he's going to get killed. You don't know what the flora and fauna are down here. This is classic. That's naivete, like, to the max.
It is.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then, but that's still, even in Next Generation, they do that fucking bullshit all the time.
Yeah.
In one horrible episode, it might be the season 1 or 2 finale of Next Generation. It's Riker gets like scraped by a plant, and then they basically like
He's
just
almost
show
dead.
clips from all the previous episodes where he was in danger.
Right.
And
I
it's
hated that
garbage.
episode.
First of all, that's probably the worst episode of the
terrible.
series for me. Also, it highlighted the fact that they never bring a medical officer with them unless they are going down or to a ship or something where like people are injured already.
They say
And
that
it's
when
like,
they
what the
transport
fuck?
them, that the germs and microbes are filtered out and shit. But I
Give me
don't know.
a fucking break.
You know,
Not in Enterprise.
Now that I
they
brought
have
that
to
up,
stay in
yeah,
a chamber.
now that I brought that up,
Yeah.
from Enterprise, the transporter's kind of it's early, so it doesn't work great.
Yeah.
Did you see the one with the guy? You saw the storm one. The guy was transported through the
he's
storm.
got plants
and he had
in him.
plants and rocks
Yes.
and shit in
Thought that
his
was
body,
awesome.
and yet that was awesome. I thought
loved
that
it.
was
And
great.
they're all like, oh god, I don't want to use
Yeah.
that fucking thing.
Exactly.
You kidding me? Hell no. I think I'll
Yeah.
stay here and die instead.
There's another one I just watched with like a transporter issue
Yeah.
too. It's good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're good. I like
I'm
the
waiting-
transporter issues because it's all like the trial and tribulation
Yeah.
leading up to the perfect transporter.
I'm waiting-
perfect. I don't know everything.
I'm waiting for something to happen with a transporter where it's like the scene in Galaxy Quest when they transport this pig creature, but when they transport it up to the ship, it's
like
inside out.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
and it's a horror show.
Yeah.
What do you think? Have you seen the preview for Discovery? The
no.
trailer for Discovery? Oh, well, it looks interesting. Watch
It
that.
looks good?
Yeah, I think so. It
Okay.
looks really good to me. Well, I mean, we'll see what, it's a trailer, so who knows. But when I watch the trailer, I definitely get excited. Because the production value was high from the trailer.
That's before or after Enterprise?
It's in between, I think, Enterprise and the original.
Okay, so probably like
'Cause I think
there might be Klingon stuff, or is that in the original? A lot
No,
of Klingon
well,
Definitely
there
in the
is.
original.
I think in the original, Klingons were like
a huge
were enemies. They were
protagonist,
the
right?
Romulans of
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
Generation. So I think because Discovery, Enterprise, I think is 20 years before. Before the original Star Trek, and I think that Discovery is supposed to take place 10 years before. But one of the things about it is that the main character, one, isn't a captain. I think Oxnard had mentioned that before. But she's also the adoptive sister of Spock.
Oh.
Sarek is in it, and we've seen in Next Generation, we've seen
Yeah.
Picard and him have a relationship, and he dies in Next Generation. But Sarek is in it, and that's her as her father, but she's a human. So but one of the issues was like in canon, like Spock. How come Spock never mentions ever that he had a sister? So
Right.
something weird is going on. So, but I think it's 10 years before the original. So we'll see.
Okay.
But it I don't know. It looks. The trailer looks good. It made me excited, so I'm interested to watch it. I hope it's good.
I'll watch it.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, that was your
That's
second
Star Trek talk.
Wow bonus. You
Lot
were
of bonus.
so lucky.
Oxnard, enjoy listening to that. You might want to cut it and then
Good
use that
Lord.
for how do or something. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, it's been almost 2 hours.
Yeah, we talked about Star Trek for an hour.
This is what happens. This is what happens when Oxnard isn't here.
Yeah.
We go off on a tangent.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that was Star. I don't want to
We
say.
were spent, then it fueled us.
Well, we started talking. Well, Scott Bakula got it all going.
Yeah.
And his hot bod.
That guy, he's
God.
he's magical.
He looks incredible. He's in great shape.
Oh, there's one ridiculous episode where they're on this planet playing a game like lacrosse, and they're taking their shirts up and like, yeah, like if they're at the beach or something.
In the first
it's
episode
ridiculous.
of Enterprise, there's a thing where, what's the Vulcan's name?
I don't know.
Sub-commander or something.
T'Pol. Yeah.
T'Pol and Trip. They're forced into some
Yes.
chamber to decontaminate.
They got the glitter stuff,
and they
on
have
them.
to so they can't be wearing clothes, of
Yeah.
course. So she's basically in a bikini, and he's in a Speedo.
Yeah.
All right. And they have to
Rubbing each
rub
other down.
gel on each other, and of course they're in phenomenal shape.
Yeah.
And the shots, the close-ups.
Yeah. That was purposely to get you hooked.
It's unbelievable. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's
why
like
are they showing
softcore
this guy's
porn.
bulge?
Yeah.
And they're like, let's oil each other up. And I was like, all right, when are they going to start fucking? And then from that moment on, I was like, it's a coin toss between
Who's gonna bang?
Who's
her
going to
first.
bang or try and bang T'Pol first before she pulls some kind of karate on them. It's
Which
either
is
going to be
funny,
Trip
she
or
does no
Archer.
karate.
I'm sure she does when the Vulcan death. I'm waiting for her to do the Vulcan.
She
pitch.
does that a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, oh my god! I was like, wow, they are really trying very hard to put some sex appeal into
Because
this
it was
show.
the first episode, and they're like, "Hey, viewers, she's hot.
Hey,
Keep
Star
watching.
Trek is sexy.
Keep watching."
Yeah, exactly.
And there's very few sexy episodes besides the outfit she always wears, which is hot. But
oh yeah, well, everybody else is wearing these kind of bulky. Starfleet uniforms, and then she's walking around in a skin-tight leotard.
yeah,
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
7 of 9. I never watched Voyager, but she's basically like that. She's
yes.
actually
no,
really,
because
really
she's
similar
beautiful.
to that character.
Oh
I
yeah,
think,
yeah.
Which it kind of hurts
she's the
it.
Borg, right?
I feel like hurts it, but I think she's better.
I haven't watched. I haven't
Than
watched
7 of 9
Voyager, but yeah, that actress, she's a gorgeous person. But exactly. She's another one. Or Troy, Deanna Troy walked around forever in her own. She didn't wear a uniform until there was basically a new captain of Enterprise when Picard had to go on a special mission, and he was captured by the Cardassians and tortured.
That guy I hate it so much.
But ever since he scolds Deanna Troy, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, you got to wear a uniform when when I'm on the show." Ever since then, she wears a uniform.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. But even her uniform looks much more sexy than the other uniforms.
Yep.
Like Geordi does not look anywhere as good as her.
Yeah, you should watch.
Sorry.
After you watch Star Trek Insurrection, you have to watch that video.
LeVar Burton directed
Oxnard sent.
episodes of Enterprise. By
Fucking
the way.
hilarious.
Oh yeah,
He did? Good
Yeah.
for him, because he did a good job.
Jonathan Frakes directed some of the movies
Yeah.
and many episodes.
Insurrection he directed.
Oh.
I'm not surprised by that, everybody.
He also
He sucks.
I can't remember which episodes he directed of Next Generation, but he did direct about, and I think he directed the Next Generation's movie.
His only good moment is when he's crazy because he was in the Borg universe.
In one of the movies? Oh, in that movie?
That episode where he's like, they're all the Enterprises in the time warp or whatever.
Oh my god! Oh,
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Yeah,
don't
we
have to
did talk about that in the
But
How-To.
that's
Go
his
check
only-
out that
that's
How-To
his
episode.
golden moment for me.
Check out the most recent How-To episode to hear what we're talking about. There's also, I thought you were talking about the Next Generation episode where Riker is in the play, but he thinks he's losing his mind because he was being held
I guess
captive.
he's okay in that. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a weird episode. All right, enough. All right.
That's it, Oxnard. We're through.
Yes. All right, I'm Dexter.
I'm boss.
Hope you enjoyed all of this. Goodbye.
Bye.
Real talk, down low. I needed to do this song. Yo, I'm a nerd. It's a big secret, but I'm a nerd. And I love these books. If you watch it on HBO and think you know what's going on, I appreciate that. The people who waited 5 years for Dance, this one's for you. Check it. Yo. On the real, your boy is a hip-hop player, but for this joint here, I play the role of King Slayer. See toe-to-toe, blow for blow, we can play G, but word to Jamie, there